Hello everyone. Today, that is on April 6, 2021, FOMO Corp, a business incubator and accelerator provider of clean, smart, and efficient HVAC, energy, lighting, and other key commercial building management services, announced that it has filed Form 10K with the SEC, reporting its audited full year 2020 results. Some of the 2020 highlights are filed all SEC Forms 10K, 10Q to regain current status as a fully reporting company, restructured balance sheet to eliminate several $100,000 of corporate liabilities with legacy lenders, raised new capital to launch growth strategy, beginning with acquisition of Purge Virus LLC on October 19, 2020. Named advisory board consisting of veteran business leaders and in adherence to best practices in environmental, social, and governance standards and protocols. Subsequent highlights include eliminated all default debt effective March 31st, 2020, closed acquisition of assets of Independence LED Lighting LLC to move into smart lighting and power over Ethernet, closed acquisition of assets of Energy Intelligence Center LLC to target energy management services for commercial, industrial, and government buildings. Formed strategic partnership with Online Energy Manager LLC. The CEO of FOMO, Vikram Grover, commented, "We relaunched FOMO in 2020 with the intent to build and maintain a valuable public company platform to fund, incubate, and integrate growth businesses. We announced our first transaction when we acquired Purge Virus LLC in the second half of the year, and we recognized a small amount of revenues in the fourth quarter from the business. This was just the first step, and as we have previously announced in 2021, we are moving closer to our objective of being a one stop shop to provide the market with commercial building management services that save money and promote healthy living through smart or digital LED lighting, disinfecting, and maintenance and HVAC solutions. We expect to soon have the products, engineering, and installation services, as well as financing capabilities for business, industrial, and government customers. Let's go through their Form 10K. Today, FOMO Corp is a development stage company with no operating history. Any profitability in the future from the business will be dependent upon the successful marketing and sales of products and services developed and or purchased. Accordingly, FOMO Corp's prospects must be considered in light of the risks, expenses, and difficulties frequently encountered in establishing a new business, and therefore it is a highly speculative venture involving significant financial risk. There has only been limited trading for the company's common stock over the past 10 years. There is no assurance that an active trading market will ever develop, or if such a market does develop, that it will continue. There are approximately 207 holders of the company's common stock. This figure does not include holders of shares registered in street name or persons, partnerships, associates, corporations, or other identified entities in security position listings maintained by depositories. Our common stock is approved for quotation on the OTC Markets Pink Sheet Marketplace under the symbol ETFM. We have applied for a ticker change with FINRA, though there can be no assurances our request is completed. Regarding the recent sales of unregistered securities, between January 1, 2019 and December 31st, 2019, the company issued to third party lenders a total of 1.2 billion shares of common stock pursuant to conversions 255,000 debt. In that period, the company did not issue any shares of common stock to related parties. Then, between January 1st, 2020 and December 31st, 2020, the company issued to third party lenders a total of 2.9 billion shares of common stock pursuant to conversions 761,000 debt. Again, in that period, the company did not issue any shares of common stock to related parties. Plan of operation. The company is currently pursuing additional funding sources that would enable it to acquire the acquisitions currently under an LOI and sustain its planned operations. We intend to pursue additional opportunities to expand the company. To the extent that the company's capital resources are insufficient to meet planned operating requirements, the company will seek additional funds through equity or debt financing, collaborative or other arrangements with corporate partners, licensees, or others, and from other sources. Now, coming to the results of operation for the years ended December 31st, 2020 and 2019. During the year ending December 31st, 2020, the company had operating revenues of 92,000. During the year ending December 31st, 2020, the company had cost of revenues 88,000. The company incurred operating expenses of 1.3 million. And during the year ended December 31st, 2019, the company incurred operating expenses of 212,000. These operating expenses combined with a lack of operating revenues resulted in net losses of 1.3 million and 65,000 for the periods ended December 31st, 2020 and 2019 respectively. As of December 31st, 2020, the company had a stockholders deficit of 470,000 compared to that of 1.2 million as of December 31st, 2019. And this was primarily due to the issuance of common stock for reduction of debt, finance fees, and non cash charges for changes in derivative valuations associated with the embedded conversion features of convertible debentures. We have incurred losses since inception of our business, and as of December 31st, 2020, we had an accumulated deficit of 7.4 million. As of December 31st, 2020, we had cash of 12,000 and negative working capital of 1.1 million. To date, we have funded our operations through short-term debt and equity financing. During the year ended December 31st, 2020, the company received 115,000 of borrowed funds, comprised of $0 from related parties and 115,000 from non-related parties. Now, the company's cumulative net losses, recurring operating losses, and working capital deficiency raised substantial doubt about its ability to continue as a going concern for a period of 1 year from the issuance of the financial statements. In view of the matters described, there is substantial doubt as to the company's ability to continue as a going concern without a significant infusion of capital. We anticipate that we will have to raise additional capital to fund operations over the next 12 months. To the extent that we are required to raise additional funds to acquire properties and to cover costs of operation, we intend to do so through additional offerings of debt or equity securities. There are no commitments or arrangements for other offerings in place. No guarantees that any such financings would be forthcoming or as to the terms of any such financings. Any future financing may involve substantial dilution to existing investors. Something about the corporate actions. On March 6, 2019, Vikram Grover was appointed our President, CEO, CFO, Secretary, and Director. On May 14, 2019, we dissolved our 2050 Motors, Nevada subsidiary and terminated all discussions and contractual relationships with Chinese manufacturers. On December 16, 2019, we changed our company name to FOMO Corp. On October 19, 2020, FOMO Corp purchased Purge Virus. This is probably one of their biggest moves. On November 17, 2020, an application was submitted to FINRA to change the name and ticker symbol from 2050 Motors and ETFM to FOMO Corp and FOMO respectively. Subsequently, FINRA stated that the FOMO ticker symbol was no longer available and a new ticker symbol was requested. Now, concentration of credit risk. Management does not believe that the company is subject to any unusual financial risk beyond the normal risk associated with commercial banking relationships. They also said that the COVID-19 pandemic adversely affected the company's financial performance in the third and fourth quarters of fiscal year 2020 and could have an impact throughout fiscal year 2021. Vikram Grover also added that upon completion of the above transactions, which had a combined revenue of approximately 11 million in 2020, we will be in a position to recognize strong pro forma 2021 revenues based on current bookings alone, excluding sizable project already underway in clean buildings, energy management, disinfection, and other verticals. So this was about Form 10K and highlights from 2020 about FOMO Corp. What do you guys think? What is your reason for investing or not investing in this company? Do let me know in the comments below.